y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki with Cussin'Crafts here with a new project. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked the videos, shared them. We really appreciate it. And I hope that if you haven't subscribed yet, you do so, because we're always going to do something fun around here. At least that's what we're going to try to do. So it's getting to be craft fair season. And I am gearing up, trying to stock up. I've got a pretty good size one coming up here Labor Day. As I've said in the past, we live down here in Georgia, and there is a Civil War battlefield close to the house, and they do a big Labor Day thing out there every year. So I'll be there this year, and there's always fun, kids stuff, music. I think there's some, pretty good bands going to play this year. Montgomery Gentry's going to be there. Don't want to give that away, but I don't think it's top secret anymore. They've already announced it. So I'm looking forward to seeing Montgomery Gentry. So today we're going to do these cute little pencil and notepad sets. Now I've already made these up. I'm going to make one on camera for you. And they just turned out, I think, really, really cute. And you can decorate them up however you want. I got 3 pencils in there fixed up, and there's a cute little notepad in the back. And it is packaged up in cellophane. I've got to put my branding stuff on the back. I haven't done that part yet, but that will come. And to do this, I got these. I'm about to tell you a fib. These pads I got at the Dollar Tree. And you get a 3-pack. Legal pads. They are 5 by 8. I wasn't at the Dollar Tree, so I got these at Walmart. So the ones we're going to do on camera are these. And there's 6 of them, each have 50 sheets. And they are in the office supply section, which next to the craft section is my favorite part of any store. And these are, like I said, 5 by 8, but we're going to cut them down. I'll show you what I did here in just a minute. And I also, when we went back to school shopping, saw all these cute little decorator pencils. These that I made here are these right here that I got at Walmart. And they each have a cute little saying on them, like a little motivational thing. That one says challenge accepted. The blue one is choose kindness. I think the purple says smarty pants. They kind of got twisted around in the packaging, so I'll have to fix that. But they each say something different. And those are the ones I used for that. I got some cute little bows. These actually are Dollar Tree pencils. They just have gold foil circles on them. Some more bows. And the ones that I thought were really cute that I wish I'd have bought more of, and I didn't, were just these plain black pencils. I thought they were just really cool. Very simple, very sleek. For a pencil, I guess you could say. But this is what we're going to make today. Now back to the notepads. Like I said, these are the legal pads that I bought at Dollar Tree or Walmart. And they're 5 by 8. Now, you do need to cut these down. I have a heavy-duty paper trimmer. It's a Vevor paper trimmer, and I can just run these through and cut them. I know not everybody has a heavy-duty paper trimmer. I have heard that if you go to Staples or one of the big office supply stores, they will cut them for you. I have not checked with my local Staples or Office Depot to see if that rumor is true. So I cannot guarantee that information. But you can always do this old school, as I call it. Not really old school. But what you want is you want to cut these down to 2 inches by 8 inches. You can stack them up, measure it out, take your ruler, just like this. Sharp blade, and you can run down the edge of your ruler. It will take more than one swipe, obviously, but you just want to even pressure, and it'll cut right through them. Make sure your blade's good and sharp, though. Just a little trick I learned before I got my big heavy-duty paper trimmer. Now, these little offcuts to the side, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with those yet. I hate to throw them away. I think I could probably come up with something to do with them. If you have any good ideas, let me know in the comments. So I got this idea off of the internet, of course. It's where a lot of us crafters get a lot of our ideas. And you can just search YouTube, Pinterest for, you know, Notepad pencil sets. Amber over at Lyric Lover Crafts. She has a really good tutorial on hers as well. I'll link her channel down below. Excuse me. But you will need however many notepads you get 2 out of 1 pad. So I cut 2 pads so that I would get 4. Because the paper that you're going to need, you're going to need 1 piece of 8.5 inch by 11 double-sided cardstock. Now when I say double-sided, I will tell you, when I was working on the prototype, as I call them, for this video, I found this really, really pretty paper right here. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got really pretty shimmer. I thought, oh, that'll be really pretty. Well, guess what? It's plain on the back, and when I decorated it, it just didn't look right. So double-sided works best. I make all the mistakes for you so that you don't have to. And I actually saved that just to show you, so now I can throw it away. But again, 8.5 by 11. You're also going to need 1 piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, cardstock, just something that coordinates. And again, out of these 2 sheets of paper, the one 8.5 by 11, the one 12 by 12, you can make 4 of these. So it's pretty, you know, economical craft as well. And like I said, I plan on selling these at my upcoming craft fairs. So let's get out the heavy duty handy dandy paper trimmer that I've got. And I don't know if I've ever told y'all, my daughter got me this. It's the We Are Memory Keepers Works all-in-one. Let me get my G out of the way here. And I love it. It's a paper trimmer, it's a scoreboard. It does double duty as just about everything. So here we go. On your 8.5 inch by 11, you're going to cut 4 strips at 2 inches by 11. I always usually try to just measure my paper, make sure it is pretty close to what it says it is, because some paper companies will give you a little extra, which a lot of times doesn't really matter. In this case, it wouldn't have made a big deal, but I just like to make sure. So we're going to flip this back over, and we're going to cut 4 strips at 2 inches by 11 inches. This is going to be the base for our little pencil holder, is what this is going to be for. And number 4. You will end up with this little scrap piece that you can either keep for embellishing something or you can throw it away. So we'll set that there. On your 12 by 12 paper, we're going to cut it. Again, I like to measure mine, make sure that I'm getting my 12 inches. And that's pretty close, so we're going to leave that one alone. We're going to cut 4 inches off of it. Now, if you have directional paper, pay attention to what direction you're going. My paper is pretty non-directional, so I think we'll be okay. So now we've got our 4 by 12 piece, this 8 by 12. We're going to set it over here because we'll need it. So we're going to kind of flip this around, and we're going to do 4 pieces at 1 3/4 of an inch. Well, get this out of the way here. I'm jammed up over here on the side. 1 3/4 of an inch. And we need 4 of these. And 4. So we have this piece left. So now we're going to cut this piece at 2 1/4 this way. I hope I do this right, because again, like I said, I make all the mistakes, so y'all don't have to. And we're gonna flip this around, and we're gonna cut 1 3/4 again. So you need 2 3/4, or I'm sorry, 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Of course, I didn't get that right. So we're gonna take this other one. It's already 1 3/4, so we're gonna cut 2 1/4 and 2 1/4. So there's our 2 little scraps that we have. Again, you can save those or you can throw them away. So now, do I have my 4? Have my 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay. Our piece that is 8 by 12. On the 12-inch side, we're going to cut this down to 9 so that we end up with a piece that is 9 by 8. So 12-inch side, we're going to cut this down to 9 inches. And that's pretty good size, so we'll save that one. Put it over here out of the way. So, turn this around. We're now, I know I flip-flopped and I probably confused you. We are on the 8-inch side. We are going to cut 4 strips at 2 inches by 9 inches. So, 1, 2, 3, and that one should be 2 inches. And it is a little long, so we're gonna just take a sliver off. And when I say sliver, I mean just a sliver. Alright, so we got all of that. We can put this away. Now we are going to do some scoring. I have to get out the big scoreboard for this one because my little one, or I'm sorry, my works tool will only cut or score to 6 inches, and I need to go past 6 inches for this project. So, our strips that are cut at 2 by 11, we are going to, on the 11-inch side, we're going to score it at 6 1/2 and 6 7/8, which is that little bitty tick mark right before you get to the 7. And you're going to score all 4 of them. 6 1/2, 6 7/8. I almost messed that up, y'all. Yeah, I'm excited about craft fair season because it gears us up, you know, for Christmas. Everybody out doing some Christmas shopping. I try to get everything done ahead of time so I'm not rushing around. So now we're done with that because that's all the scoring that we need to do. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to round some corners. Let's get all of our little pieces of paper over here. We're not going to do anything with these right this second. I've got my 4 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. My 4 pieces that are 4 by 1 3/4, and then the 2 by 11s. We're going to round our corners. On these, look, it's right here beside me, y'all. Oh my goodness. Take out my big old crocodile corner chomper here. And now my corner chomper will cut 2 at a time. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to round all 4 corners. You can do this with scissors if you don't have a corner chomper. You don't have to have all the fancy tools. Seems like every time I watch a YouTube video or a TikTok and Instagram, something like that, I'm finding a tool that I don't have that I want. And then I'm like, do I really need that? And then the little voice in my head says, yes, Nikki, you really do need that. Now these pieces, this paper is a little bit thinner than that, so I think I'll be able to cut all 4 of these. We're just going to cut 2 of the corners, the top 2. And I'm on the 1/4 inch side of my corner chomper. Got those. And again, on the 4-inch pieces, we're just going to cut the top 2 corners. All right, so now we've got that. And I don't know if y'all have ever used these. It took me a time or two, but you lift this little thing up right here, and that's how you empty it. I never knew that for the longest time. It was getting full and clogged. Didn't realize that that's how you empty it. Live and learn, right? So on these pieces right here, we are going to fold them on our score lines. Want them nice and straight, and we're going to burnish them. Remember, burnish is just a fancy word for making a crisp line. Oh, look, I almost folded that one crooked. Almost folded it crooked with a score line, y'all. Telling you. I worry about me sometimes. We are going to fold all of these. To save a little bit of time, I am not going to make all 4 of these on camera with y'all. But I just want you to see the process of, you know, if you want to do a craft fair and you want to make more than one thing, it's not hard to mass make things. You know, like if you want to make more, you know, one thing, because I'm really hoping, you know, that these do well, because like I said, the closer we get to Christmas, these would make good stocking stuffers, co-worker group gifts, you know, things like that. But this would be the process if you wanted to mass make them. And like I said, it's pretty, you know, economical craft as well, because you get 4 of them. Look, I folded that on the wrong thing. I obviously cannot talk and craft at the same time. But that's okay, because you know why? Paper is going to cover that up for us. What was I saying? Oh yeah, economical craft, because it only takes, you know, like I said, 1 piece of 8.5 by 11 and 1 piece of 12 by 12. So, look, there's my boo-boo. But that's okay, like I said, paper's going to cover that up. So we're only going to make 1, because I don't want to bore y'all to death. Our 4-inch piece of paper. You can use your tape runner. This one is Tombow permanent adhesive. I'm not sure how I feel about the Tombow permanent adhesive, because it doesn't seem very smooth. It, you know, look, it made a liar out of me. It did pretty well that time. I have noticed that it sometimes skips. Sometimes the adhesive part doesn't stick to the paper well. It just doesn't, I'm not that impressed with it, and I hate to be that way. I'm not trying to be negative. Maybe I got a bad batch. If anybody's ever tried this, let me know how y'all like it, because like I said, maybe I got a bad batch of it. So this little piece is going to be our top part. As I'm talking, not even telling y'all what I'm doing, but we're just gluing paper on paper. Now this one is going to go towards the top, up here like this, and you want to leave a little bit of a border, like that. Before we glue this together, 1-inch circle punch is what I've got. We're going to go about a 1/2 inch down, and we're going to punch a hole. You can save those. Those make really good DIY embellishments for cards, tags, journals, anything like that. Then we're going to take our adhesive, put a little strip right there. And then I like to flatten my bottom, kind of let it sit down like this, and then put my glue down. I'm going to glue that part down. So, because our pencils are going to slide in right there. So, There we go. This strip right here, we're going to take our Notepad and line this up at the bottom. And it's going to come around. Now, depending on your Notepad and how big this strip is, mine's not going to cover the whole thing. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. It's homemade. It's not going to be perfect every single time. We strive for excellence, not perfection. So we are going to cover this. Can you use liquid glue here? Absolutely. Can you use sticky tape? Absolutely. Oh, see right there, it skipped a little piece. Not sure what that is all about. I like to flip these over, lay them down, and then line it up. Because, are we going to get a perfect cut every single time? No, we are not. You always want to smush your adhesive down, make sure you get a good stick. And then I like to use my bone folder, kind of rub it along, kind of help it fold. And then we're going to see, I'm a little off, that's okay. I'm not going to stress about it. And then we rub this along, just make it look, you know, a little crisper, a little cleaner. And then let's see, I think I want to use my bow pencils on this paper. Let's get my bows out again. I got these at Walmart. Now I got these in the back to school section. If I can find a link for them, I will definitely do that. Let's see there. That one kind of matches. Let's throw this pink one in there. And a blue one. I know we don't have a lot of blue, but it works. We'll make it work, right? And then let's put a little bit, you just want a little strip of adhesive right there. I promise there's a method to my madness. It's a personal thing. Where it says the Pinned Gear number 2 HB, I like to flip that around so it's not quite so visible. Again, you do you. It's just a personal thing. And you're going to put your 3 pencils in here. Squish them down on your adhesive. That adhesive is not strong enough really to mess, you know, anything with the pencil. So I think we'll be okay there. And one thing I did forget to get was a matching piece of ribbon to tie around. Let's see what I've got hanging up. My ribbon hangs right here in front of me. My husband did a great thing and put me a little dowel rod, and all my ribbon spools hang on it. It's really neat. So we're gonna get a piece right here. Maybe if I can reach it. I really think I should make a blooper reel of everything that goes wrong when I'm making these videos. So I got a piece, and it looks like I cut it a little short for a bow, but that's okay. We're going to tie it in a cute little knot. I like to wrap it around. Do I have enough? Nope. So we're just going to do this a little backwards. This will end up on the blooper reel I was talking about later. And look, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm wrapping it around. And like I said, I cut it a little short for a bow. So we're just going to tie it in a cute little knot and call it a day. It'll be okay. Let's trim it just a little bit. Now I have seen other YouTubers who get those cute little erasers and put on here as well. I don't have any cute little erasers, so we're just going like this with the pencils. So again, like I said, you get 4 of these. You will also need some of these little flat cellophane bags. I got these off of Amazon. Again, we'll link them down below. These are 3 by 11 inches. Excuse me. You can use a 2 3/4 one, 2 3/4 inch. That will work too. And I like to load mine from the bottom. So what we do is we take our notepad, put our pencils on top, and we covered that just so you didn't see the cardboard on the back, just to make it look a little prettier. And I like to see how this opens right here, the little flap. You peel this off, stick it. I like to load mine from the bottom and seal it on the back, if that makes sense. So we're gonna push that up, flip it over, peel that off, and we're gonna fold it up. And these are self-sticking, so, and look how cute those came out. Really adorable. And these are gonna go great, I believe, at my craft fairs this fall. And again, like I said, I'll put my branding stickers on the back, along with price tag, all that stuff. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. As you know, we are new to this YouTube world, so share with me some ideas of things that you'd like me to try to make. I really look forward to talking with y'all and chatting. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And again, thanks for being here with me. And until next time, y'all have a good evening. Bye now.